Hey guys, just thought I'd do a quick little video just on the side of the road in Holland, just crossing to Germany, en route to Iceland, catching the ferry from Reykjavik at the top of Denmark, which then takes 2.5 days to get to Iceland. I've got me Triumph 400X in the back. So just as a background, I'm running an Iceland trip this year. The plan was to send the van in and my bike along with there's a Triumph, along with everyone else's bikes. We've got 14 bikes going in total, but because of the timing, didn't really work out. We'd be dropping the bike off so close to my Land's End John O'Groats trip. So I put my bike in the van and I'm driving up, so Calais, Dover, or Dover, Calais, and then up to Denmark, which is about 1,000 miles from my home, and then 2.5 days on the ferry. So it's a long old way to get to Iceland. I've got to be honest. It is much easier to, if you're thinking of going to Iceland, it's much easier to ship your bike in from Immingham. You know, it just takes a day to drop your bike off. They need it about 10 days in advance, and then you fly in to meet it. Yes, you've got to you drop your bike off, and yes, you've got to collect it when it gets back into Immingham. But compared to the at least 4 days either side, to drive up and drive down, basically on board motorways, it's a bit of a no-brainer, personally. Price-wise, it also works out about the same. It's about 1,200 quid, 1,300 quid shipping bikes in and out with the insurance. And the ferry, I mean, the ferry for the bike's about that, and the ferry for the van is an absolute fortune. I think I paid almost £2,000 one way, so very expensive to get into Iceland. But I would say if you're going to go in via, you're going to go into Iceland with your own bike, your best bet is to ship it. Then obviously you've got to book your own flight in that way. So that's it. We've got. I stayed over in Bruges last night, got in about 1:30 in the morning, and then south at 6 o'clock this morning. Just sat at a steady 65, 70. Got my new Rhino roof rack on and some OSB board in the back. I'm going to line that when we get there, so we can chuck some stuff up on there. I've got my Conforza CF 1100 tyres on, because this is a 4-wheel transit van, 4x4. So rear wheel drive with optional shift to front as well. Just on here, it's an ex-National Grid van, welfare van, so it's got a cooker in it. It did have a fridge, but I've just put a cooler box in it. But it's got seating, so a perfect place to put bike, man or machine, if there's any injuries, casualties or otherwise, once we're there. So we're going to be 12 days riding in Iceland, and mix of road and gravel, the F roads and things. So it's going to be a good test for the bikes. I'm on the Triumph 400X, got people on CRF 300s, Vosges, yeah, what else? We've got GS 310s, I think we've got a F800 maybe, and a Himalayan, I forget off the top of my head. There's the condiments, there's my oven. So yeah, so it's a proper equipped van really, and it's, you know, I've found just having a backup van on a trip like this is essential if anything goes wrong, especially somewhere rugged like Iceland where it can go wrong and the weather's not on your side. So that was the idea of bringing the van, which is unfortunately delaminating itself as we go along, but no, the van's all right. So that's it, just want to do an update. Yeah, Iceland is a great place to ride. Renting a bike is very expensive as well, and the only place really to rent them is Striking Viking in Reykjavik, which is very expensive, and they've only got big bikes, 650 and upwards. Taking your own in, to me, is the best option, and I've instructed people, or I only sold it to people on smaller bikes for the reason that once you're on Iceland, you don't need power, you don't need size, you need manageability, because the F-roads aren't overly taxing, but they are long, and the weather can be against you, so you need something that's manageable and easy to manhandle, and that's why I sort of capped it at 650 singles. So shipping in, going via with Imeskip. There's also Samskip who offer a service. All operate from the East Coast. It's just unfortunate that there is no ferry service from Scotland or anything like that, but it is what it is. So yeah, if you want to go to Iceland, speak to Imeskip. That's it. Cheers, bye.